committee. And of course, our beloved students from Group UO1, UO2, U03, U04, U05, U06, U07, U08, U09, U010, U10, U13, U14, U15, U16, U17, and to all Foundations of Law students who are taking CSC 034 this semester. Welcome to the sharing session, Electromagnetic War and Cybersecurity, organized by the Computer Science Unit of the Center of Foundation Studies, UiTM Dengkil. My name is Muhammad Nazmi Hakim, and I'll be your MC for this evening. Praise be to Allah, we have been graced by the chance to gather in this hall for this program. Before we move ahead, let us begin with the recitation of dua. And for that, please welcome Nur Muhaimin to lead the dua.
Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وقال ربكم ادعوني استجب لكم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا حامدين حمدا شاكرين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيده يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك الكريم وعظيم سلطانك اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا الله يا Tuhan kami memanjatkan kesyukuran yang tidak terhingga kehadiratmu kerana dengan izinmu ya Allah, kami dapat berkumpul di dalam majlis ilmu pada malam ini iaitu sharing session Electromagnetic War and Cybersecurity. Ya Allah, Ya Halim, Ya Hakim, kurniakanlah kami cahaya ilmu-Mu, bukakanlah pintu hati kami dan lapangkanlah dada kami agar kami mudah menerima, memahami dan menghayati segala input serta perkongsian yang disampaikan oleh para penceramah kami sebentar lagi. Jauhkanlah kami daripada perasaan malas, lalai dan mengantuk yang boleh menghalang kami daripada mendapat manfaat ilmu. Ya Allah, Ya Alim, Ya Hakim, Ya Zal Jalali wal Ikram, berkatilah majlis kami ini, jadikanlah setiap saat yang kami luangkan di sini sebagai amal soleh yang Engkau redai. Satukanlah hati-hati kami, eratkanlah silaturahim antara kami, dan jadikanlah pertemuan ini sebagai asbab untuk kami menjadi insan yang lebih bertakwa dan berguna untuk kepada agama, bangsa dan negara. يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم تقبل منا دعاءنا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم وتب علينا إنك أنت السميع العليم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وقنا عذاب القبور وقنا عذاب المحشر وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you to my handsome friend Nur Muhaimin for the beautiful recitation of dua that he has given for tonight's or this evening's event. So as we open to this evening's program, here's a brief overview of today's agenda. We will start the program with the sharing session led by our honorable invited speaker. The program will then continue with a Q&A session. To help gauge your understanding, our speaker will give a short quiz consisting of 5 questions throughout and at the end of the session. Hence, please pay 100% focus and stay fully engaged to do well on the quiz, and please do not hesitate to raise your hand or interrupt the speaker to answer questions. So everyone, please always be on high alert and be ready for all the quizzes and all the questions that will be thrown further later on. Now, without further ado, I'm sure everyone is excited and eager to listen to the experience and the knowledge that will be shared by our honorable speaker. So, without further ado, please welcome Tan Sri Tajul Azhar Muhammad Tajul Arifin to share his knowledge, experience, and information relating to cybersecurity. I believe there are some technical difficulties that we are currently facing, and I hope the audience could have a bit of patience in related to this. I'm very sorry for this as well on behalf of the program.
Assalamualaikum. Sorry.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Honorable Speaker.
So, should we start now? I think I need to set up my background first. Am I late or we still on time?
I believe we are still on time. We can still finish by 10:30, I believe, the program. Answer?
Good.
Yes.
I think I need to set my background.
No worries. Do take your time.
Okay. Are we still waiting for others to come in?
I believe my lecturer has given me the green light to start the program. So I think we can
Okay.
start. Yeah.
Okay. Let me set up my background first, just to make everything standardized.
All right.
Okay. So how's everything? You guys at home or in the campus?
We are in campus right now. Maybe some of the some of the audience are at home currently.
Okay.
But for me, I am in my campus dorm.
Okay, good.
How about you, sir?
At home.
How are you doing as well? I
At
hope you're
home.
doing fine today, this day.
I'm good. Hope everybody's
Alhamdulillah.
also going fine. So today's session would be, I think it's related to what's happening now in Iran and in US. There is some of the what you call the electromagnetic war, I can say.
Yes.
And also I will be sharing my tools. I also bring my tools. It's a satanic tools. It's not satanic, it's like more towards electromagnetic. I think I have few tools. Maybe I can show you later. Okay, so let me set up my background pictures. Where do I put my pictures? Okay. I think you give me 1 minute. Okay. Where is the pictures? Background. Okay, this one. Semua dah makan ke belum makan lagi?
Dah makan.
Kan?
Okay, where is my background? I think I put in the desktop. Okay. Listen. Now you're coming. Where do I put the background? I think I put on the desktop like this. Desktop, yes. Desktop. Okay. Stop. 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 Mana backdrop? Sorry guys.
Sir, while we wait, may I share a bit about
Yes,
the
please.
background? Oh, okay.
Yes,
okay.
please.
Right.
Yes, you may continue with the introduction.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, T.S. Tajul Azhar bin Muhammad Tajul Arifin is a cybersecurity evangelist with over 15 years of experience in network security, cloud security, and threat intelligence. He is known for leading innovative research projects and developing robust security frameworks. He is also very committed to advancing cybersecurity practices through proactive threat management and continuous learning. He's recognized for his contributions to the industry standards and as a mentor to aspiring cybersecurity professionals. He holds multiple certifications, including AWS Cloud Certified Educator and Certified Secure Application Professional. His core skills and achievements include a leader in research grant, TVET Applied Research Grant, which is robust ransomware for IoT devices. He is also a panel for Conference ICT for Government Officer Malaysia, CONFG 2019. He conducts hands-on training for International Malaysia Training Center, IMTC, for packet analysis with Wireshark. He's also a speaker at the 2019 Shark Fest at University Berkeley in California, United States of America in 2019. He was also a network security service advisor and a core member of the Computer Emergency Response Team of Polytechnic Malaysia. He develops information security syllabus for Malaysia's Polytechnic syllabus. He does cyber range exercises, design architect with IXIA Breaking Point, network security monitoring expert in cyber range exercises with Security Onion. He is also a moderator for focus group dialogue in cybersecurity Putrajaya Convention Center and an official member of the Open Web Application Security Projects. So, Mr. Tajul, may I address you by Mr. Tajul?
Okay, sure. You can call me Sir Tajul also.
Sir Tajul,
Or
yes.
Mr. Tajul. It's okay. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, Sir Tajul, it seems like you are very experienced in cybersecurity. You are very, you have a vast knowledge among not only a specific you are not only specializing in one sector in cybersecurity, but you're also a jack of all trades percent in all the sectors. Would you like to expand on that or share a bit about that?
There is a say, jack of all trades, but is a master of none. Actually, the continuity of the words is master of none. But in cybersecurity, yeah, you need to be very focused on the each domain because we have very wide or vast domain in cybersecurity, even it is on the cybersecurity. But just to make sure in a young age, I think exploring is not a problem. So you can explore which type of your interest. For example, let's say you love to do the programming. So you can go towards in-depth of secure coding, for example. And let's say if you are interested in networking, for example, you can explore towards networking in cybersecurity. So let's say you love the reading. Now we are talking about the war, the electromagnetic war is more towards geopolitics. maybe you can explore on the what we call the threat intelligence field. So there is every each of ICT pillar, there is one guy who are looking towards a very in-depth of cybersecurity. So don't limit yourself. Get the pace, and inshallah one day it's not just you are becoming the jack of all trade. You will become one of the experts in Malaysia, also in the world. It is not impossible.
I see. That is amazing advice. I feel very, even from just like the mukadimah that you give, I feel like very inspired, you know, to like maybe explore this sector of cybersecurity as well.
Yeah.
So I think, should we continue with the program itself?
Yes, we should.
Okay.
I'm sorry because my background is actually, I need to transpose the background because it's a mirroring, right?
Oh,
You can see.
for now it's okay. For now it's okay. I think mine is mirroring a bit.
I think your background is in a good way. Okay. Should we start?
Yes, we can start. I give the microphone to you.
Okay.
Sir?
Thank you, Nazmi, for introduction. I think you read everything about me on the CDs or on the LinkedIn. Some of the infos I think is overwhelmed, but it's okay because everybody are learning. So
yes.
I'm also learning. Knowing you guys, I think you guys are very smart. I think we have this one is a third session with the Asasi UiTM lah. I love to be with the students to share my knowledge, and at any time you can interrupt me because I love to have this session to be macam more is two-way communication because I cannot see your face right now. It's only your profile pictures. Hopefully you can show your face, okay, so that I tak rasa that I'm talking myself to myself, except Nazmi lah, okay. So I will share my slide. Is it okay, Nazmi?
Yeah, that is okay. It's very encouraged for the audience also to turn on their cameras, especially as per Sir mentioned. I think it makes the audience or the conference makes it more like lively, I believe. Don't you think so?
Yeah. So okay, I think I'll share my screen. Okay. Share window. Okay, full screen. Okay, nampak tak my screen? Can you see my screen?
Okay.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's start with a very serious talking lah. Okay, tapi not very serious, but it's more towards I think for a few months in AceTeam we are working with Ministry of Defence, okay, Bank Negara Malaysia, for example, and we start talking about what we call the electromagnetic war and cybersecurity. Just for your knowledge lah, for everybody knowledge, in Malaysia we also have the team in electromagnetic, very expert I can say, and they are very covert. Maknanya dia work very secret lah, underground, just to hear what others cannot hear. So that's what we call as electromagnetic war and cybersecurity. So this session would be 6 parts altogether. We start from the fundamentals of electromagnetics, just to make sure that we have some of the gist of apa dia electromagnetic lah, ataupun waves, gelombang kan. Okay, and then kita akan move to the lepas ni I will address, I will call electromagnetic as an EM lah. Okay, EM in warfare, So some of the I will be sharing lah what are the current trends of EM in the warfare. Because now in the warfare ataupun in the battle, kita dah tak hantar tentera dan physical tentera, but we also we are sending the signals, sensors, ataupun dalam cybersecurity we just only send our bots. Bots is a robots. Okay, so it's the electronic and cyber domains. Okay, and part 3 is okay, then kita akan go back to cybersecurity, the principles. Okay, and also the global threats. Okay, and some of the case study related to Iran ke Iran then, okay, US and Israel conflicts that cyberspace, and also maybe I will be touching a little bit regarding the war in Palestine. Okay. So on part 5, I know the concept. The concept was the concept in cybersecurity is offense is the best defense. Maknanya kalau kita nak defense, we have to know, we have to learn, and we have to be expert in the offensive way of doing cybersecurity lah. Means attacker lah, jadi hacker lah. Okay. So we should understand, and we have a mindset of mana kita kena understand, and also we know how to protect our digital nation. Now people are talking about digital, everything is digitalized. Even kalau makcik-makcik sekarang ni kat Lampung jual nasi lemak, I always say this, they are now at least using WhatsApp lah, okay, for the marketing. And then also what they call the tech company, Jeep company, Jeep ini generation. So everything is digitalized. And not Malaysia also lah. Okay, we are following those trending lah. Okay, because it is easier and cost productive. But we are talking maybe on the Malaysia perspective. And also part 6, we are looking towards the future of EM and also cyber, and also I will share my example, for example, the case yang MS370 back in 2014. What is happening to MS370? So it's related, not related to the cyber warfare, but it's related to the EM itself lah, and what we should know lah in Q&A. Supposedly I should prepare you guys with the quiz, but I'm sorry. Maybe we can all the way we will I will ask you a question with the hope that you can answer those question lah. It's very easy question. Okay, macam saya kata tadi, now wars are no longer, kita bukan fight with the guns and missiles but now we are talking about missile lah. Kenapa missile? For example, Iran, they have a very wide of variation of missiles. Because they don't have guns, for example. They don't have the aircraft, okay? The sophisticated cyber warfare, okay? But they also have the technology, the knowledge, okay? The brain is there, so they are developing the missiles, okay? And then with the evolution of radio waves, okay? The fundamentals of radio waves, satellites, okay? And not forget the malware lah. Malware macam bila, kalau in a simple way we can say is a virus lah, okay? But malware is something like a type of viruses. Malware means we are sending the payload and backdoors to get the objective to hack or to open the backdoor of the victim and the zero-day exploit. Those terms I will explain later from the next slide, on my next slide. So for example, Iran-US-Israel conflict is a clearest real example for electromagnetic war lah, okay, in 21st century. Maknanya the invisible, maknanya peperangan yang tak nampak, the invisible battlefield is now all around us lah, including ourselves, okay, because now we are using the phones kan. Those phones are actually it's like someone is actually stealing our data lah, without knowing that we've been watched lah. Okay, so that's why we need to be more vigilant to understand who are talking or who are watching us. Okay, the fundamental of electromagnetics. Okay, EM waves. So I just addressed, I just called EM waves. is a combination of electric and magnetic fields that travel through space. Ini mathematics skill. I think you guys, fundamentally you guys are very strong in mathematics. 3 times 10 to the power of 8 milliseconds. So bayangkanlah, is a light macam kelajuan cahaya lah. It's a speed of light. Okay, 3 times 10 to the power 8 milliseconds. So the medium, so they actually require they are travel through vacuum. Okay, so first discovered by James Clerk in 1864, confirmed by Heinrich Hertz in 1887. That's why kita panggil dia Hertz kan. So characterized by wavelength, ada simbol macam lambda kot. Okay, frequency F and amplitude, speed C equal to lambda times frequency. The foundation of all wireless technology ni sekarang ni adalah based on the AM lah. Kita tengok radio. Okay, maybe I will share you my tools lah, my toy lah. This is my toy. Sometimes masa-masa ruang-ruang kosong, I will be listening to the frequency. Nampak tak? I tunjuk ni. Can you see the tools? Nampak tak? Kau tak nampak?
Nampak.
Nampak because I cannot see your our screen, our Google Meet screen, because I'm now in the full mode. Yeah? So it's called, you can Google lah. It's RTL SDR. Okay. The protocol is RTL SDR. You can search RTL-SDR.com. It's a wavelength lah. Kita ada Wi-Fi kan. Dia why it is undiscoverable, because it's on the different spectrum. Okay, so you guys can do some research lah. Sementara explain. So this one is pada nak yakin the signal lah. Okay. And that below than the Wi-Fi lah. Wi-Fi is like now the latest Wi-Fi is actually 56. Okay, so those are the frequency lah. Okay, this is the spectrum. Macam belajar matematik malam ni kan mesti mengantuk. So radio frequency is below than 300 MHz, used for broadcasting communication. Ini radio frequency. Sometimes ada walkie-talkie, it's a radio frequency. So we need to set the frequency for communication. But it's below 300 MHz. Microwave is about 300 MHz to 300 GHz. Ni kita tengok used by radar, Wi-Fi, satellite. Okay, it's a different segment, it's a different technology, it's a different protocol. It's not as 7-layer OSI standard for networking ataupun TCP/IP. Is a different protocol. It's a wave. Okay, it's electromagnetic. And then we go to infrared. So before Wi-Fi popular, infrared, we've been using the infrared signal. Is 300 GHz to 400 terahertz. For example, they apply thermal imaging. Okay, so the visible is the human vision LiDAR. LiDAR, you know how to pronounce it. Usually LiDAR ni has been used in EV car, but not IMA 7. Okay, because the sensor is different. LiDAR usually has been deployed in sophisticated car, for example, macam Volvo. Okay, ataupun Tesla. So they are more smarter because the sensor. Okay. And then up to 7 terahertz is nuclear lah, UV, X-ray, gamma. Matahari kan dia hasilkan UV kan. So sometimes it will be dangerous, but it's still dia adalah electromagnetic. So my question, okay, number one question. Okay, this one is unplanned. I nak tanya kan.
Be ready,
okay, get ready
for the audience.
Okay,
Audience kena ready untuk jawab soalan.
Guys, kalau jin kan dia adakah dalam konsep electromagnetic spectrum? Jawab yes or no dekat chat ataupun you guys can unmute dan kata yes or no.
Adakah jin a part of the electromagnetic spectrum?
Yes.
Ya betul.
Jin.
Yes, yes.
Hantu. What about gene? Can I say gene one of the electromagnetic technology? What do you guys think? There is no right and wrong. Again, this is unplanned. So there is a macam unproven punya concept lah kalau you guys sitting or living beneath the the electrical wires kan, cabling and everything. So you will get macam signals interference. You can observe that your signals is interfered by the cable, the electrical cable, and sometimes there is also okay. So just think about it. Jin kan, jin kalau kita baca pada agama kita, dia daripada apa, api, malaikat daripada cahaya. So let's go back to the concept of electromagnetic. It's very interesting. Okay, so let's go back to the screen. The concept of electromagnetic. Okay, mana my window. Okay, right. Okay. So just share my entire screen. Okay, let's go back to the concept. Okay. Apa tak can you see my screen? Nampak screen Boleh? Nampak Okay. I tak dengar because
Nampak.
Okay, good. So I think I need to open another window lah so that I can see my I'm presenting. Okay. Okay. So the santai-santai ni. Hopefully I can finish by 10:30 lah. Okay. Okay, so just stop. Okay. Dr. Zaid, please allow. I'm joining from my other device. Okay, speed of light 3 times. So the concept of jin ataupun malaikat is I think it's related to electromagnetics. I think I need to slow down the volume. Okay, so now I can see myself. Okay. Of sound. Okay. So the key to summarize the key properties of EM waves. The wave behavior: reflection, bounce off surfaces. Radar works on this. Reflection means it's bounce. Melantun kan, bounce on the surface. We have surface and then the reflection. So the radar technology works like this. The reflection. Okay. Refraction, tadi reflection, now it's the reflections, it bends when entering different medium. So tadi are surfaces, and now you adalah the bends when entering different medium from one to others. Diffraction bends around obstacles. So we have obstacles in many shapes. So it bends around those obstacles. So the last one is interference. Combine or cancel. Okay. So dia tu wave, gelombang gelombang macam selalu baca gelombang is a waves. Signals, absorption, energy absorbed by materials. For example, we have macam microwave. Microwave they send sometimes the signals and also the waves. Polarization, orientation of wave oscillation, Doppler effect, frequency shift with relative motion, and attenuation, signals weakens over distance. So those are the key properties, the key points of every technology. Okay, so let's go back to, let's relate everything, the technology in our daily life. Okay, Wi-Fi, 5G, and dulu ada 4G, 3G. So Wi-Fi, now I'm using my 5G now. Your mobile is very strong right now. Today's you should subscribe to your mobile your internet is very stable, very strong. Okay, the Wi-Fi. So the Wi-Fi usually you can see whenever you're connected to the Wi-Fi, there are two signals that you may receive or connect. Number one is 2.4. 2.4 is long range now. Usually it has been used by mostly IoT devices lah. Slow speed, but it will cover long ranges lah. Long range. So another one is 5 gigahertz microwave is a Wi-Fi. So if you go to 5G, is a 28 to 39 gigahertz. Okay, is also speed. You see, the speed is increased, means it's more perform better than the Wi-Fi. But on a certain technology lah, doesn't mean that Wi-Fi is less stronger than 5G. No, it's suited for each new technology lah. And GPS, so usually we put GPS. There is two provider of GPS. One is from US, I think. The one is from Russia lah. Okay, it's go with 1.575 gigahertz on L1 band. And lastly, MRI. Siapa pernah masuk dalam MRI? Angkat tangan ke, just kata yes ke, just give comment ke. Okay, MRI. So it's radio frequency.
Never. Usually my dad yang guna MRI tu.
Sorry?
Tak pernah. So usually my dad yang guna.
Okay. Okay, MRI is like macam keranda lah. You go, not beneath lah. You pass through inside the MRI, so they will scan. Your bones will be 3D. X, Y, Z. So dia macam cut your bones to the 3D lah, 3D punya vision. Okay. So sometimes if you are having macam medical condition, it's actually unknown condition, so you will go for the MRI. It's like macam cakap X-ray lah, but it's a MRI. Okay. So every smartphone, this is my smartphone. Okay. Smartphone. I'm using Samsung Z Fold. It's a good phone. Okay. So usually phones are using the multiple bands simultaneously. Ada Wi-Fi, ada Bluetooth. Dulu ada called infrared. Now they are also using the Bluetooth. Okay. And LTE, 5G, 5G plus, and GPS. Okay. So Malaysia Digital depends entirely on M. Okay. So My Digital also one of the initiative that pursued by government. Okay. So the EM spectrum, a national resource, ini lebih pada konsep macam what I mentioned just now, explaining. Okay. Is finite, shared, and regulated because those waves must be regulated, because especially MCMC lah, because we need to have the standardized so that we can understand what are the waves are, the purpose of the waves lah, what has been used by those waves of numbers lah. So MCMC will manage those spectrum. So sometimes if you are what they call the macam radio frequency punya producer ataupun they are one community lah over there, okay, out there, they're working with the radio frequency. So we need to register in MCMC and get the numbers so that we can actually publish our spectrum ataupun our frequency. Okay. So it's also bought and licensed by telcos, Celcom, Axis, DG Mobile, yes, and others lah. Okay. Interference between users can cripple communication because if there is no standard, so sometimes it will be interference lah. So let's say at your home, at your place, you can say, let's say you are living in apartment. So every house, they also have their own Wi-Fi. So sometimes your Wi-Fi signal will be interfered. Okay, there is interference. We call it as interference because the signals. So you should set on the different signal out of interference. Okay, so you can use your interface, your dashboard. Okay, your telephone dashboard to position your spectrum on the different channel. Okay, we call it as channel. So that your signal will be not interference. Okay, it's even be with other channels. So it is more importantly because sometimes you get 300 gigahertz speed of internet, but usually you don't get the right speed okay, because of interference. And military and government agency also reserve those bands on the secure communication. So, for example, in the conflicts of Iran and Israel, again, controlling the spectrum is equal to controlling the battlefield. Ini yang kita akan start exploring what is happening, okay, with those two big countries. Okay. So, any question from you guys? You can put on the chat. I will try to answer your question. Kalau tak boleh tu, kita sambung minggu depan. Okay. Okay. So let's go to the part 2. Here I pernah when checking my sprain ankle. Okay, itu pasal soalan MRI kan. Okay. Thank you Siti Nurmadiha. This student ke lecturer? Okay. I lupa nak officiate. I mean not mentioning your lecturers. Thank you so much for inviting me for the third time. Okay, so the part 2 is about electromagnetic waves and in modern wave warfare. Okay, radar. Apa ni radar? What is radar? Radar. Radar is a radio detection and ranging. So it uses microwave pulses that bounce off the objects. So that is the concept of radar. It's bounce of the objects. So as you guys know, every aircraft in the world, they're actually controlled by the radar. That's why there is no cases. I don't know. I never came across the explosion from the sky. I mean, the between the craft, the bounce, the crash kan, because every aircraft controlled by the radar. So if you go this way, there is other aircrafts will not go in the same way. It will go in a different way because it's controlled by radar. That's why sometimes aircraft can be controlled remotely. Okay, so sometimes there is say I don't know, is a fact or is a fake. Kalau kata kalau if you are pilot, your job is only during the takeoff dengan masa landing. That's all. Other than that, it's controlled by the radar. Betul tu? Betul ke saya cakap? Kalau betul cakap betul dekat chat. I nak tengok.
Betul. Dia pakai autopilot kan?
Autopilot. Okay, so it used to detect aircraft, missiles, ships, drones from hundreds of kilometers away. Okay, so the phase okay. So stealth aircraft, F-32, F-35, pernah dengar tak F-32, F-35? Dia panggil stealth. Stealth ni, whenever they fly, radar could not detect those aircraft. That's why they stealth. But during the Iran and US New War, Iran managed to take down those aircraft lah. Okay, so I don't know which technology they are using, but the technology is now there. Means detecting, maknanya dia unradar those radar. Okay, those aircraft can be fly under the radar, or radar cannot detect those aircraft. But last time, I think a few weeks ago, Iran managed to take down those aircraft. Okay. So why? So Iran, as I forgot to share you guys with the radar from China because now Iran using the radar from China. Okay. Iran operates S-300 from Russia and Baba 373 domestic. It's a radar guided missile defense system lah. Okay. So Iron Dome. Pernah dengar Iron Dome? Pernah dengar dekat chatting. Okay, Iron Dome is from Israel. So it's actually US supply the Iron Dome to Israel. Okay, it's also a radar based technology to detect and track and also intercept thousands of rockets. But now Iran, they have other rockets that can actually play around with the Iron Dome and also to run away from the radar detection. So it's very smart. Okay, So the key principle of radar cross-section is how visible an object is to radar, okay? The RCS. Okay. So now we are talking about electronic attacks, okay? GPS, electronic protection EP, and also electronic support for detection or analyzing. So real world techniques. So last time masa perang Gaza kan. So ini tim Houthi. Tahu tim Houthi? Houthi is from Syria. Syria ke Yaman? I forgot. Syria ke Yaman? Houthi. Houthi punya army. Houthi is from Syria or Yaman? So please answer the question. The second question.
Houthi,
Yemen, sir,
Syria, Houthi is Yemen, sir. It's
Okay,
Yemen.
Thank you. Siti Nur Madiha, right? Your name? Is it you? Yes, Houthi is from Yemen. Siti Nur Madiha. Okay, speaking as someone with Yemeni ancestor. Ya ke? You have the history of Yemen. Okay, good. Okay, Houthi is okay. Long story short, Houthi ni bukan orang Yaman suka lah, but Houthi is actually now they are fighting for Palestine and also now they are with Iran. Okay, Houthi ni hebat ni. They have the GPS jamming. Means GPS jamming means your GPS will be going crazy lah if there is an attack of GPS jamming, because and also these tools capable on doing that, my tools need, because I will actually mix your radar jams, this one, okay, the capability, okay. So please buy those. Dekat mana? Dekat AWS, okay, or any dekat Shopee product, tapi I think it's not this, maybe it's a fake one, but it's like jamming lah. Jamming for specific punya technology lah ataupun waves, okay. Radar jamming blinds a defense radar. It will turn your radar jam, okay. And communication jamming cuts enemy command and control, okay. Question, okay. Do the cyber terrorists from Israel, ISIS group as example, can hack onto some people they perceive related? Yes. How do we get through this? How do we get through this? Means how to mitigate or how to remediate or how to overcome. Because of the technology lah. For example, the wider, we are using internet now. Okay, internet is actually a general technology that has been used by everyone and everybody lah. Okay, there is a say, bukan say lah, I mean there is one technology I think has been used by certain country and is a closed technology. Okay, let's go back to the history. Internet is actually comes from army punya communication punya technology. Start with that. Okay, but because of the technology, okay, because we can easily communicate with internet, jadi technology that can be sold is becoming business lah for everyone. Okay, so banyak teknologi is started from the perangan tau, cyber war atau war, okay, is from army technology, but it's becoming public mainstream because of the ease of use. Okay, so let's say if we are on the internet, we can communicate everybody in the world. Yes, that one is more quotes like communication lah. Okay, but it's lower. But still now, I found one guy. I met one guy lah. He is my Grab driver last time. He is a pensioner, askar punya pension lah. So I asked him, what do you work? What do you do during your army day? Dia kata saya adalah tukang encrypt data. Those communication sometimes is encrypted. There is one guy in army, they are doing that. okay, to decrypt and encrypt those communication punya message. Okay, so that's why army punya style there are lots of underground or ataupun unknown, very covert punya teams are working with those signals. Okay, just remember this term spoofing. Spoof mean a fake. Okay, faking signals. I last time I attended one session. It's called maritime technology. Okay, so most of the maritime vessel, we call vessel, laut kapal vessel, they are relied to GPS now. The only signal, okay, communication is GPS. Not communication, is a navigate. To navigate a vessel, we need GPS. So Houthi ni kan, dia memang terror kat laut. So those GPS jamming, radar jamming, communication jamming, dia boleh buat spoofing and everything. So they jam kan radar. Jam means kenapa jam? We will talk about discuss about the concept of CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and ability in cybersecurity, and why those are very important. Because those attacks, jamming, okay, communication, spoofing is related to those three CIA. Okay, it's called CIA. I will type the word CIA. Okay, but CIA, CIA. Okay. Okay. Last, before we go to the concept of cybersecurity, modern drones, UAV. So, kenapa drones ni penting sekarang ni? Because we cannot deploy human to the warfare. Because human will die and human needs to come back. So using drones is there is no pilots. Because no pilots, UAV are essentially flying EM system. Drones actually is essentially a truly flying EM system. And it's controlled by the radio link tau. Kalau Wi-Fi dia ada signal 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz tak panjang. So the control channel typically 2.4 GHz, 5.8 GHz. So it's very similar to the Wi-Fi, the signal. Okay, Dr. Zai, if you need anything penting, just call. I think you guys are discussing something. I saw the WhatsApp. I cannot read the WhatsApp. Maybe you can message dekat ni. Okay, Dr. Zai. Okay, Dr. Zai is my friend. Masa saya dekat UiTM last time. He's my good friend. So okay, control channel. GPS receiver provides navigation. So macam like I mentioned earlier, GPS for navigation, especially kalau dekat laut is vessel navigation. So it's vulnerable to the spoofing and jamming. Spoof means dia buat macam fake punya signal, but it's not right. As we call it spoof. It's part of the attacks lah. Jamming means instead of the signal is there, the signal is disappearing or jadi gila. It's called what they call the jamming lah. So those signals ataupun waves are vulnerable to those attacks lah. Okay, Iran Shahid 136 is kamikaze drones. Kita faham what they call the there's a term for the war right now. They are using a very cheap punya material, but very efficient or effective for attacks. Okay, so Israel captured Iran drone by jamming its GPS. Only by jamming the GPS. Also, Iran do the same way to the Israel, but that one was happened in 2016. So the anti-drone system use RF, radio frequency detection, to identify drone signals, and then spoof them. So 23-24, Iran launched 300 plus drone and missile at Israel. Okay, last 2 years, they hantar je tu je 300 drones and missiles to Israel. Campak je. All tracked by radar lah. My question, the third question, when Iran launched 300 plus drones and missiles to Israel last year, not last year, I think 2 years back, what are the strategies, what the Iran strategies to sending those drones and missiles? You can answer the question on the chat, at the chat box. Please answer. I think you guys are very smart. I need to understand your answer using their IT specialists or hackers. So what are apa the strategi yang dia buat situ? Kenapa dia hantar? Why Iran sending those 300 drones and has been intercepted? That all intercepted, tracked by the radar from Israel. But they just send the drones and missiles. Why?
Actually, sir, I received a question from one of the audience members. Dia tanya, can swarm drones be effectively countered? Tu soalan dia.
Sorry?
Can swarm drones be effectively countered?
Counted for the missiles?
The swarm drones itself, can it be counted? Like, how can it be counted kalau like one country sends like swarm drones? Macam tu.
Counted means counted sebab?
Maksudnya like counter atas, maksudnya negate the effect of the attack from the swarm drones. Counter. Intercepted.
Okay, so UAV drone ni kan, for a certain country dia tak boleh fly suka-suka tau, because kan dia macam, we treat drones ni macam aircraft tau. So you need to register the drones, okay? So basically the drones ni sent by Iran ni, from the geopolitics perspective, it's actually a strategy by Iran to understand the capabilities of, number one, the drones ataupun the missiles, and number two, to learn how the interceptor, macam for example the Iron Dome behavior. Okay, so means the drones is actually sent just to learn, not for attacks. Dia nak macam, and the second point is Iran ni dia just nak tunjuk kat orang dia boleh hantar those 300 drones, macam dia boleh buang macam tu je. Faham tak? So that's why they call the war is apa nama term dia, I lupa term dia macam, the term was is US using the very sophisticated weapons, okay, just to attack a low and very cheap technology, okay, by Iran. So what happen is, maybe Iran boleh kalah, tapi kerugian yang banyak akan berlaku pada US lah. Okay. Am I answering your question?
I believe so, yes. I think so, yes.
So maknanya dia macam just send that one. What is a strategy lah, actually is Iran strategy.
It's not really meant for offense like Iran, it's more to like surveillance and reconnaissance macam tu lah.
Good, that's the right term, surveillance and reconnaissance. Mantap. You guys metric kan, bukan buat degree ke diploma kan?
Asasi. Kami asasi.
Good. It's the right term tau. Recon and just to, ataupun in general, we call it as a information gathering. In the first level of ethical hacking is what we call as information gathering. Recon, is a recon. Recon is like you are starting to attack, but you don't attack. Macam tadi kan? Send the drones. It's like you are attacking the victim, but actually no. You just want to see what are the capabilities of your opponent. That's all. Okay, this satellite communication, low Earth orbit, mid Earth orbit is a good question. Thank you so much. Geostationary and the Starlink, SpaceX. Siapa dah pernah guna Starlink? Siapa ada guna Starlink? Cuba angkat tangan. Ataupun siapa pernah rasa connected to the Starlink? Cuba angkat tangan ataupun kata ya dekat chat. Ke I cakap seorang-seorang ni?
No.
Ada ke sesiapa yang pernah pakai Starlink tu? Boleh
Starlink from SpaceX. Nazmi
Boleh
pernah guna
tak?
Starlink?
Saya tak pernah guna lagi. Sir.
Okay. It's very apa ni, it's expensive for the infrastructure lah, but connected is actually I think we will not find any difference when connected to Starlink. And maybe kita connect ke Starlink because sometimes organisation yang on the very dalam rural area apa semua, they are using Starlink because there is no internet connection lah. Okay, except the satellite lah. But satellite, if you want to use satellite as an internet connection, last time we deploy satellite dekat rural area apa semua, kat pedalaman kan. So we are using satellite dish, for example, dekat Sabah. But now there is a technology called Starlink. We can connect to the Starlink because Starlink is connected to the satellite. Okay, so also it can deliver the good internet lah, good internet speed. Yeah, Iran has its own military satellites, NOR series, panggil NOR. Bagus lah, di Iran ada negara yang ada satellite ni macam Iran, Pakistan, India. And it is used for recon ataupun reconnaissance. So US Space Force pun sekarang they are working on the go to the moon. Kita tengah gaduh ni kan. US Space NASA is actually now venturing to send the people to the moon. Okay. Just read the news. Okay. Anti-satellite ASAT weapons use kinetic and directed energy lah for laser and microwave attacks. Okay. Artemis 2 rocket. Okay, good. Okay, then we go to electromagnetic pulse. Okay. I think I need to reply this message. Can you give me a minute? Hujan, I need to reply to this message. Sekejap. Okay, so electromagnetic pulse, a burst of energy that disrupts electronic circuits. So nuclear EMP, okay, a nuclear device of high altitude creates a massive EMP. It's like a bomb lah, okay. So ingat tak case dekat, I think dekat country mana, Lebanon ke mana, Israel dia dah deploy a bomb inside a GPS punya apa, walkie-talkie, not a walkie-talkie lah, it's like macam tools yang Allah, I lupa nama dia pula, tak masuk dalam slide. Okay.
Pager.
Yeah, pager, good. It's a pager. So, my question, macam mana dia programkan pager tu untuk letup pada masa yang sama? Number one question. Number two question, how they know, okay, the pager will be delivered to the Middle East? Two question. Pun tak tahu jawab. Number one, how they program the pager? And number two, how they know that the pager will be sent to the Middle East? Two questions. So boleh jawab? It's just a quiz juga lah, okay? It's a quiz for us tonight lah, okay? Tak, okay. Tolong jawab Okay. Okay. Ada yang jawab ke? Saya nak baca dekat message. Tak ada yang jawab? Tak ada yang jawab lah. So, macam mana dia program those pager? Okay. To launch an attack. Okay. To get the right victim. Okay. Especially masa tu dia nak attack Gaza yang bantu Lebanon dan sebagainya. Hezbollah lah especially. Okay, so this is why modern military hardware uses AMP hardened ataupun hardened electronics, okay, for the critical infrastructure. Okay, so part 3. Okay, so now we are dah faham the concept of EMP, okay, electromagnetics, blah blah EM. Now let's go back to the key cybersecurity. Okay, the answer for the pager punya attacks ni adalah actually ni from the intelligence lah. Before the pager has been sent to the Houthi teams, Gaza, Middle East, Israel dia dah intercept those vessel lah. Dia intercept kapal-kapal tu. Okay, dia tapau semua pager, dibobol time bomb dan sebagainya. At one time, dia managed to kill everybody lah yang pegang pager. Itu je dia punya clue. Because dia punya the answer. Okay, that one was a very high punya profile punya attacks. Not very high profile lah. Is a not mystery also. Means there is some insight lah from the insider lah. Okay, sometimes kita punya musuh ni adalah musuh yang selimut. Okay, musuh kita kadang adalah orang sekeliling kita. Okay, yang bagi those info pada orang lain yang degil sebagainya. Okay, part 3. This is the CIA. CIA means confidentiality, integrity, and also availability. So confidentiality means only authorized users can access the data, for example. Okay, that's what we call as a confidentiality. Integrity, data kita tak boleh alter without authorization. Let's say my IC number is 900.125.14.5699. So the integrity of data is actually these numbers, the IC numbers belongs to me. Okay, not belongs to others. So that's what we call is the integrity of data. So for the availability is the system must be accessible when needed. For example, if let's say we do the jamming also, so one of the pillar of CIA will be compromised lah. Means the system will not available. That's what we call sometimes kalau system tak boleh access, we call so availability is none. Okay, we are degraded the system. The availability is compromised. Means one of the pillar or triad CIA will be compromised. So this one is a triad for cybersecurity foundation. This foundation of cybersecurity is a triad. Because the tiga, that's why we call it triad. Okay, confidentiality is only authorized users. Things the term is authorized user. Integrity cannot be altered, and availability means must be accessible whenever we needed the data. Okay. So this one is type. Okay, nampak tak gambar tu? Itu gambar apa? Siapa boleh jawab gambar apa tu? The pictures on the right bottom right. Sorry?
Trojan horse.
Does look like a statue.
Not a statue, is a why does they call Trojan? Kenapa panggil Trojan? Siapa tahu? Dia bubuh kat chat. Why they call is a Trojan horse? Is it Trojan horse? Yes, it's a Trojan horse.
Because it's based on the horse tattoo.
It was based on the Trojan War in Greek Greek era. First two, they had a war against Troy, and the Trojan army sent a wooden horse as a gift. That turns out to be a trap.
Mantap, Daniel. Mantap. Because Trojan horse is a horse lah. Trojan is a army lah. Yang pakai apa? Sekarang ni kita tahu Trojan tu kan. They are army actually. They are attacking the Troy apa semua. Kalau tengok Troy, tahulah apa Trojan horse. I agree with methodology. Good. Please learn history, guys. Please learn history. So you know your strength, okay? No. Okay. Ini pasal kuasa lah kan. Dalam cerita Troy, dia bergaduh sebab apa, nak rebut perempuan kan. I think it was a story lah. I love to watch a Troy movie. Siapa pelakon ni, tulis sikit, type sikit pelakon, nama siapa pelakon ni, I lupa. I forgot the actor name. Okay, the Troy film's actor name. Please put on the message punya chat. Okay, you guys tak ingat pelakon Troy? Okay, so this one is a Trojan horse. Okay, Okay, malware is a viruses. So I just mentioned about malware. Now I will explain what is malware. Viruses, worms, trojans, ransomware, spyware is a malicious software. Mal mean malicious, software is a software. Phishing, deceptive emails. So you get emails from unknown person saying that he wants rich, okay, and then his father died, so he has a very wealthy punya duit dan sebagainya. Then he left to give his father, late father, wealth to you, to macam very deceptive emails ataupun very what call too good to be true, and also sending the links just to see your credential, and also for sure for delivering the malware lah, opening the back doors and so forth, so on. To any DDoS flood system, so sending the DDoS is like 1,000 people accessing to one system and the system down, so traffic will crash. Okay, so for example, last time kita nak register for the vaccine kan, so everybody accessing to one system crash. So one of the CIA triads, which is availability is compromised. Okay, but DDoS is actually a planned attacks from the attacker lah. So they code some of the bots may attack and sending at what times. So the size of the attacks will goes to gigahertz, terahertz size of traffics. So the result, flooding system, and the system will be down lah. Okay, and also crash lah. And zero day, what is zero day? So zero day exploit means the attackers try to attack the software vulnerabilities before any patch, okay, exists. So there is one guy, maybe you found a vulnerability in the systems. So no other people know the vulnerabilities except you. So someone is actually attack the vulnerabilities. Might be there is a report for the vulnerabilities, but still not patched by the organization or by the owner. So the attacks will be the zero-day exploit. So the attacks open, everybody can attack on the vulnerability. But you need to understand the vulnerabilities lah and how to attack. That's what we call as a zero-day exploit. In the middle, intercepting and then communicate between two parties. But in the middle of the communication, there is a unknown person who are intercepting the communication. So what we call as MITM, or man in the middle. So social engineering is manipulating humans. Okay, for example, you have a friend, so you want to steal something from him, of her. So you'll be macam baik dengan dia, okay, pujuk dia, rayu dia, and then later, whenever you get the key, and then you buat lari kereta. So it's called a social engineering type of attacks lah. And the most easier lah attacks, not easier, but because it's relate to the manipulating humans. APT ini very dangerous. Sometimes it's called a nation state level long term intrusion ataupun dia sponsored by government punya attack, because it will stay longer and longer. It's a long term intrusion on your network ataupun traffic lah. And then the supply chain attack, so compromising your software hardware. For example, dia akan compromise, macam kita tengok perang hari ini, dia akan compromise the infrastructure, the critical infrastructure. So supply chains will be compromised. Okay. So kita
put it here, because I don't even need it. No, put it there.
Okay.
Hari nak cakap apa tadi?
Ismail,
So this is, yeah. Daniel Mikael kata tadi. Okay. So encryption types ada symmetry. Okay. Symmetry encryption, same key to encrypt, decrypt. For example, AES is a algorithm for encryption. Asymmetric, ada public key and private key. Asymmetric, symmetry encryption. Those are the type of encryption. Okay. Hashing. So it is a type of types of encryption. Okay. And then TLS you usually use from the network ataupun traffic web protocol HTTP, HTTPS. HTTP plus TLS, the chronology of encrypted secured the internet traffic calls TLS itself, called as HTTPS. Okay, the real context. So, for example, WhatsApp, you can see from the WhatsApp message, there is a message whereby saying that your message is encrypted, means there is no one can intercept the traffic and knows what you're talking about. Okay, so there is no man-in-the-middle attacks happen and intercept your communication. So because it's already an end-to-end encryption. For example, WhatsApp lah, ataupun Signal macam bukan part lah, it's like WhatsApp is a internet messaging lah. Dulu my old day call as a internet messaging. Quantum safe cryptography, preparing for quantum computers. Okay, and Iran uses encrypted communication. Yes, we are using the encrypted, but encryption also can be decrypted because the what we call as quantum attacks. Now those encryption can be attacked lah because the quantum capability, the AI, because machine now become bigger, supercomputer, they can encrypt those encryption. Okay, it may be 30 minutes, depends on the algorithm, mathematical algorithm. Those are the mathematicians. So you need to understand, those encryption is actually, the basic of encryption is mathematics. You need to understand how to encrypt those. Okay, means katakan saya suka makan, so you need to encrypt those saya suka makan, becoming to others language ataupun other symbols. So that's what the analogy of encryption. Right? So network security architecture, you have to have the firewall, IDS. This one is technical, VPN, DMZ. Okay, isolated network segment, zero trust architecture, never trust. Zero trust means zero. I don't trust you. So that's why we need to verify every time connected to the network. So we need to verify. That's why we call it zero trust architecture. Network segmentation. So divide. This is a network for students. This one is actually network for lecturers. We segmentize everything. SIM is for monitoring. Okay, log analysis, threat detection. SIMs, we call it SIM like SIM, Security Information and Event Management. Okay, so okay, ada lagi tak? Ini macam okay. Before this is last slide, the fundamentals of cybersecurity. What you need to know, your password and your PIN you should know. You should keep your password and don't share to your friends ke. Tapi mak saya kan, password ni dalam phone. So bayar bil, dia kata ni password mak disimpan dalam phone tu password. Okay, so bahaya lah, okay? Tapi mak kita biasalah. So those rules, you have to have the difficult password, okay, complex password with those 12 key characters, including numbers and special characters, okay, small ataupun capital letters. That's why sometimes kita punya mak-mak akan simpan, they keep the password dalam phone, so it's dangerous lah. So what you have, the OTP, the hardware token. So also you have to have your phone whenever you are installing your bank punya apps. So it will bind with your hardware. So it will become your phones owned by you. So let's say you buy new phones and then install the banking system app dekat new phones, you cannot access your internet banking because it's a security. Okay, security. And what you are. So biometrics, for example, your eye, your face, your fingerprints, okay? So those are the authentication and identity management that you need to know lah. So MFA, multi-factor authentication, single sign-on. So Iran government use mandatory national digital ID. So sama dekat Malaysia, we have our IC numbers, okay, and we have the biometrics embedded to the systems. And then Israel, for example, you need 200 recruits cybersecurity talent through military services. Okay. Boleh lagi tak? Lagi setengah jam. 15 minutes lah. I will finish.
Boleh sir. Like so far your lecture is actually very interesting.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sometimes it will be very boring though for those yang tak minat untuk learn what's happening. Okay. That's why I try to relate those technology to the current punya issues lah. Thank you so much for the love. Okay, so kita pergi ke case study lah, okay, to make it shorter. What's happening on the cyberspace and EM warfare. Okay, the case study. Iran versus US versus because the US and Israel. Okay. So let's go back to the history. Okay. 1979. Okay. Sanction. Yes.
I think ada orang angkat tangan.
Siapa kat tangan?
Nur Shazmin Adlina.
So please unmute, and if you have any question, you can ask me. I'll love to answer. Kalau saya tak ada jawab lagi bagus. Maknanya saya kena belajar lagi. Please.
Is that boleh unmute? You may unmute. Oh, there's also another raised hand, Muhammad Yasir.
Boleh terus.
Yeah, whoever.
Yes.
What exactly is pager? Like
Pager? Oh, pager because you are not from the generation. Pager dulu zaman dulu kan, kita tak ada handphone. Okay. So, for example, my uncle lah, he works in the photostat machine company. So dulu tak ada handphone. So let's say ada problems with one of the clients lah. So what happened is client A akan message company tu, and then company will relay the message to my uncle lah, saying that hey Suhaimi, there is one problem in Kuala Lumpur. Please go to company A. Macam tu. So it will be, it's like a message tau. Pager ni macam a communication tools, but the message is limited from maybe I don't know how many lines yang pager will allow you to send a message. So whenever the message deliver, you will get the message lah from the pager. It's called pager. So maybe I kena tunjuk kat you guys what is pager. Where is my
Is it like macam dulu punya Telegram ke, sir?
Telegram is like, if you're talking about Telegram, is a letter kan? Is a emergency. Let's say I have an emergency. Okay. So I will send the Telegram. So let's say dulu ni dipanggil Post Malaysia. Post Malaysia provide the Telegram service. Okay. It's actually offering the pager. Maybe I will show to you the image. Ni pager. Nampak tak? Kat screen. Ni pager. So the time, the date, okay, and above the time and date is actually a message. So let's say you're working with company A kan. So company A akan relay the message from the customer A, saying that customer A had a problem. Please go to the customer A immediately. So whoever yang ada pager ni akan dapat those message, and then for example situation is my uncle will get the message, and then they'll go to the site lah. Okay, faham tak? Am I answering your questions? Pager.
I hope that answers your question,
yeah.
Mr. Yasir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, on September 17, Israel executed the attacks on the pager, a sophisticated intelligence operation detonating thousands of booby trap. We call it booby trap pagers used by Hezbollah. Okay, team ini Hezbollah, members across Lebanon and Syria, killing at least 12 to 42 people and injuring over 2,000, including civilians. Ini yang diorang buat attacks through pager lah. It's a booby trap. To method the Mossad create a fake to produce pages. Nampak? Maknanya dia Mossad is spy punya team lah. Okay. It's like CIA lah dekat Israel. Okay, sampai kita tadi saya nampak ada someone is raising his hand, her hand. Okay, you can unmute and then please ask questions.
I think they lowered their hand already because now dah tak ada pun kat sini.
Dia saja je kan nak mainkan hati I kan. Jahat lah you all ni.
Dia saja buat lawak.
Dia saja nak bagi I seronok ada orang tanya kan. Okay, let's continue. I ada lebih kurang, banyak slide ni weh. Kita ada lebih kurang setengah jam. So I will speed up the slide. Okay, please understand apa geopolitics. You guys engineering ke apa? Matrix, asasi apa? You guys asasi
Kami
engineering ke? Sorry?
Asasi law sebenarnya.
Law lah, bagus. Geopolitics is one of your studying kot. Your domain.
We learn like contemporary global and legal issues right now. So dia macam international law, and we talk about like the geopolitical issue a lot juga in our lecture sebenarnya.
Good. So this one is relevant, and then very fresh from oven, because it is about Iran and US Israel. Okay, start from 1979. So Iran dah lama dah kena sanction dengan US lepas revolusi Iran 1979, because before 1979 Iran ni dia pro US. Lepas tu dia buat revolusi, dia tak puas hati dengan US. Dia ni lah, rebel, and then happened the Islamic Revolution. Because of Iran is not longer supporting US, so dia kena sanction by US lah. US is a big country, is a international police. Once sanctioned by US means you will not get anything from technology from outer the world. That's what happened to North Korea. Okay, Russia tak lah. Russia because they are very strong country. Okay, so number one. Number two, Israel views Iran as existential threat because Israel dia nak control the Middle East. Iran is one of the country in the Middle East. So since Iran is very strong, because they are very strong, cannot deny it. Okay, so that's why they're checkpoint. So the point now, US and Iran attacking Iran is because of the nuclear, the development of uranium. So kalau kita buat development on the uranium, so it will become a nuclear lah, a bomb for example. Tapi kena ingat tau, Israel pun dia ada nuclear tapi dia tak declare. Bila orang buat dia marah. Tengok betapa diorang ni play victim kan. So Iran funds proxy groups, dia ada proxy ni gang, Hezbollah kat Lebanon, Hamas, Gaza, and also Houthis. Those are the three names, the bigger names. Okay. And the conflict has escalated into a shadow war because of, Iran dia developed the uranium to become a nuclear bomb. And April 24, Iran launched 300 drones again, missiles direct to Israel, first direct attack in history. And every 300 plus drones has been intercepted by Israel lah. So dia bangga lah, tak ada yang masuk, 300. Alah, beni je kau hantar, macam tu dia kan. So Israel conducted a strike inside Iran, striking air defense radar system. So since then, Israel has been attacked Iran. So you can see the list lah. The top leader in Iran mostly dah hulu innalillah. But still Iran stands still and stronger. Okay, because they are preparing for this war. So on October 23, Hamas attack on Israel triggered. So they attacked on October 19, 11 October, 17 October, I dah lupa the date. It's actually a trigger pull for Israel to attack habis-habisan di Palestin lah, ataupun Gaza lah to be specific. Okay, some say that attacks from Hamas tu adalah made up by Israel because they just need a point to attack Hamas all out to Gaza. But still people die, okay, children die, so then they call as accidentally attack, apa nama term tu I forgot, but still people die lah. Okay, so Stuxnet. Okay, I nak cerita pasal Stuxnet now. Stuxnet is actually incident happens on 2010, long ago. Apa yang dia buat sebenarnya? Israel and US ni dia deploy Stuxnet worm to destroy Iran's nuclear punya facilities. Okay, So apa dia target? Dia target Siemens PLC. What is PLC? Is a programmable logic controllers controlling centrifuge motors. Is actually infrastructure for nuclear lah. Okay. What cost? It costs so the centrifuges to spin at wrong speeds while reporting normal operation. Reporting dia macam spoof lah. It's like a spoof reporting to the operation or to the operators. Okay, dekat Natanz memang dia punya infrastructure of nuclear lah. Okay. So apa dia guna? USB. USB. I nak tunjuk kat you, bad USB. Is, nampak dah I pakai kain kan? Baju dia baju AceTeam, tapi pakai kain. I will show you my another tool orang jahat. It's called bad USB. Mana dia bad USB? Nampak tak? Ini USB kan? Nampak ke tak nampak? Nampak ke tak nampak? Nampak ke tak nampak?
Nampak.
Ni bad USB. So I will open the. I think I already demonstrate kot bad USB ni dekat my first talk dekat UiTM Dengkil. Okay, so let's open this. Okay, apa yang dekat ni yang nampak? A small computer. It's a small computer with storage. Okay, micro SD. It's a micro SD. Just put a code here, and then it will become a weapon for attacker. So you just pasang macam ni, then you can play USB lah. So usually, so how the attacks? I just pergi ke mana-mana, cocok, and then we will connect your data lah and send to other places. For example, to my server lah. Okay, so 2 seconds. So the attack was using the USB drive. It spread via infected USB drive onto air-gap offline networks. So air-gap is mean offline networks. Okay, first known case as software causing physical destruction, change nature, it's not a secret. It's the open secret. The start next. It will be macam satu use case study for cybersecurity practitioner experts, saying that don't trust your USB. Itu je lah I boleh cakap. Okay, so Iran respond by massively investing its own offensive cyber capabilities. Usually Iran akan kalah. Sometimes kalah is not because dia dah defeated, but whenever Iran bila dia kalah, dia akan pick up balik. Dia lagi kuat. So Menteri Luar dia kata, we are waiting for this war for almost 40 years. 40 tahun dia ready untuk go to this war lah. Okay, today Iran Cyber Army is ranked among the world's top 5 state sponsor. The world top 5 tau. So whenever I saw a traffic from Iran, from Israel, from North Korea, it's been malicious. It will be flagged and marked as malicious. Okay, because it's a attack from Iran. Okay, this one is summarized how the Starknex bridges cyber and EM warfare. Okay, it's not just a cyber weapon, it was designed to exploit the electromagnetic properties of industrial motors to cause a physical destruction. There's the infection, that will spread, target the PLC, and frequency manipulate, and then physical destruction. Dia nak nombor 5 je, a physical destruction. Okay, and also intercepted Iranian centrifuge SCADA. So SCADA sekarang is technology, it's a protocol, network protocol for very dipanggil isolated network inside the, for example, the high profile infrastructure dekat kilang. Okay, which we use as SCADA technology. Okay, centrifuge motors emit the EM radiation. So US right analyze the use of RF emission to confirm centrifuges were spinning incorrectly. Okay, so satellite EM recon. So those satellite image, okay, EM signature will be analyzed. Natanz yang tempat Natanz. Natanz is the place name in Iran. So every nuclear infrastructure, it's in Natanz. Okay. those current industry EM control. So I will share this slide later for you. Okay, so I think okay, ni ada groups yang dipanggil APT ya. APT ni adalah state sponsored punya attacker. Dan introduced by US, just to name those team lah. APT-33, Elfin, APT-34, oil rig, APT-9. So they are espionage. Sometimes it will be called cyber espionage. And cyber espionage means dia nak spy kita punya infrastructure of, for example, army infrastructure, okay, or industry infrastructure, or the strength of the certain country. So they deploy APT. It's actually an attack by the certain state sponsored attacker, but the objective is to be there, just to sit, duduk diam-diam dekat network traffic tu dan just listen. So they are listening our traffic, our conversation for many years, just to understand the technology. Itulah sebabnya bila kita kata pasal teknologi China kan, bagus dekat car manufacturing, because they are doing the cyber espionage. Also Chinese car maker. So they will replicate, for example, kereta kereta Ford ke, ataupun kereta yang sekarang ni Jayco tu, ataupun kereta X70 is actually coming from one car from Europe. I boleh lupa nama kereta tu kan. Okay, it's very similar to those car lah. Okay, so the attack method, spear phishing, again phishing, social engineering phishing campaigns. Watering the holes mean, for example, watering the hole ni bila you ada satu sungai ataupun satu lembah dekat kolam dekat ingat pandang pasir, semua minum air tu, so dia nak bunuh, katakan dia nak bunuh binatang kerbau, so dia racun kolam tu, semua yang minum kat kolam tu akan mati. That's why we call it as a watering hole attacks. Okay, ransomware attacks on US hospitals infrastructure 2022-2024. Ini attacks yang has been made by the threat groups from Iran, cyber capabilities, and a Telegram based C2. C2 means a command and control the attacks. So via proxies, they are very malicious. They are very smart guys. Okay. So this is the percentage. Okay. What happened in Israel right now lah. Okay. Okay. So Iran used the very cheap drones. Shahid 136, 8,000 each. Compare dengan apa yang berlaku Iron Dome punya missiles. One Shahid drones, so 1 juta punya missile interceptor untuk intercept those drones. So means tengok tak equal kan. 20,000 equal apa ni versus 1 million punya teknologi. So akan berlaku kejatuhan ekonomi untuk Israel dan US lah. Okay, if they are non-stop attack with those drones to the Israel atau US lah, atau US based lah. So US be very far away from Iran, but I believe they can go lah because Ari Nastan pernah attack Diego Garcia punya base. It's about 4,000 kilometers. The capability of the missiles from Iran, they can go up to the US Gracia punya US Army base. Okay, they are very smart. Okay, Iron Dome, Israel short range air defense system developed by Rafael Advanced Defense System. Detection LM2084 phased array radar detects incoming rockets at 60 to 70 km range. Sikit tapi dia orang dah pergi go 4,000 range. Okay, it has the AI capabilities, so it will be interception capabilities lah. Okay, I think what else? So those are okay. This one is a timeline lah. Okay, a summary lah. Not everything's there, but a summary of attacks on EM, electromagnetic warfare, start from 2010 sampailah 2024. Okay, and still happening now, 25, 6. And I believe the war will last longer lah then, because US dah announce dia panggil kejahatan senjata kan, but I believe it's just a drama lah. Okay, the war will be longer than that lah. Okay, so what the lesson learned? Good. Cyber attacks precede any company conventional military operation. So what are the implication? So those are the strategy or the techniques. On those attacks, what is happening, what are offensive realities, and what are those strategies. Because now peperangan will be more strategical. Okay, so someone from strategic mindset will plan, and the planning was start from 2010, just destroy one country. Okay, so that was the US will plan lah. Dia datang dan conquer. Okay, those are the implication for the strategic implication. But in Malaysia, we also have our team lah. We have Cybersecurity Malaysia, we have NACSA, okay. We have the cybersecurity strategy, okay, 5-year strategy roadmap for national cyber resilience to make sure the continuity of system. If let's say we are under attacks lah. And we have the critical national information infrastructure, CNI, 11 sector protected, government, finance, energy, health, masuklah water, air Selangor, TMB, because those are the critical infrastructure from Malaysia. 11 sectors altogether, right? And we have the Computer Crimes Act, just to protect our cybersecurity ecosystem. We have MyCert team. It's come from, it is as one of the cybersecurity Malaysia team, we call it a MyCert. It handles incident reporting lah, and also mitigation, also lesson learned. Okay, this is the Malaysia cyber threat landscape. Okay, from cyber, what they call it, from the MyCert. Okay, and then EN Spectrum in management in Malaysia, we have the body MCMC. Okay, Digital National Berhad follows DNN is actually govern the 5G's punya development, and also the 5G network operator. So we have a military frequency, reserve ATM frequency, and it's actually highly classified. We cannot simply go or to use those frequency because it's actually isolated. Not isolated, it's actually dedicated for the army. So there is no device lah. Okay, can penetrate. Maybe yes, maybe ada, tapi it's very difficult. Okay, to craft the attacks and to listen to the traffics. But yes, you can do it, you can try. But kalau kita buat sometimes the monitor is there. So you are in very dangerous situation lah if you can go into those frequency. And Malaysia participate in IQ, is a standard from International Economic Union, the spectrum coordination, internationally recognized, and spectrum security is actually controlled by MCMC. Saya teringat masa saya pergi China, masa tahun 2014, dalam bangunan satu bangunan pentadbiran kerajaan China. Any telecommunication punya radio frequency is jammed because memang kita tak bisa gambar because everything is jammed because they are using jammer just to make sure our signals, there is no signal because our signals has been jammed by the jammer lah. So that's how the cybersecurity ataupun the readiness of China like, at that time to control data leakage to outsiders. So memang dia very serious on that matters lah. Okay. Does CPC have their own government cyber spies? Sorry if it sounds ridiculous. Ada. Kita dipanggil state sponsored. Tapi kalau kat Malaysia, I don't know. We never talk about it. Good question lah, Siti Nomadiha. I need to know. I need to figure out. But we have a team lah yang dipanggil sebagai not anonymous lah. Anonymous sometimes is macam cyber campaign. Okay. There's a dedicated teams. I believe we have MCMC have their own team. Also Malaysia Defense punya team, and also police. They have their own team yang dedicated for cyber security, and they are very expert. And they are nobody lah. Dia tak ada IC, tak ada apa-apa. Dan I mean, they are doing the spy with the practice yang we call the black ops lah. We call it as a black ops. You can understand those terms like a black ops actually is doing something like undercover punya projects. You never know where they are heading. Just get the message and go, and never come back. Okay, so those are the black ops operation lah. Is it true that we use public Wi-Fi, people yang tak baik can access our device? Yes. Free Wi-Fi, okay, I nak tunjuk kat you satu lagi device yang I ada. Kita boleh buat free Wi-Fi secara haram, then we insert the traffics. This one. Nampak tak? Jangan tengok stiker ni, tengok lama dia tak nampak. Nama Wi-Fi Pineapple. You just search Wi-Fi Pineapple. I can bring a Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi, and all the traffics will be intercepted by me if I control this device. So this is for education purposes only. The name of the tools is Wi-Fi Pineapple. You can Google the Wi-Fi Pineapple. It's for education purposes only. Okay, good question, Alia. Okay, because first thought, I don't read your message. Does CPC, what is CPC? Have their own government spies, cyber spies? Sorry if it's, I already answered your question. Because first thought in mind is that China is very good. Yes, China is, they have their own APT. They are very popular with what they call cyber espionage. Okay, because they will spy our technologies, our army strengths. Okay, and also the propagandas also. Okay. There is a doctrine in Malaysia lah, kita jangan baik sangat dengan China because they have their own what we call mission lah. This is called cyber espionage. I just put it here. It's called cyber espionage. Okay. Like I say, especially it's popular by Iran, China, okay, North Korea. They do their cyber espionage. Okay, just to protect their country lah. Okay. Yeah, yes, they kata they protect the country, tapi it's a, what we call a self-defense punya action. Okay, so part 6. Kita dah habis masa. I think I will summarize. Oh, banyak lagi punya kan. Rajin pula buat slide ni. Tapi dah prepare the slides. I think I prepared this slide, I think almost a week lah. 5G opportunity, 5G I tengah explore. Just explore the 5G, just explore the IoT. Okay, learn IoT, 5G is a new device, it's a new technology, it's a new wave lah. Okay, and faster lah, faster. Yeah, faster is the key lah. 5G is faster because dia macam signal kan. Dia bukan kabel lah. Kalau kita tak guna internet, kita guna kabel. Dia laju, fiber ni. Tapi fiber dia still, dia cahaya kan. Fiber dia macam jarum, dia ada cahaya, kereta sangat laju. But 5G is air. Okay, it's a higher frequency. It is an EM, electromagnetic. Okay. Okay, virtual network. So 5G is the latest technology lah. Now I'm using 5G. Bukan nak promote lah, I'm using mobile 5G punya internet connection. It's very stable and faster. Okay. AI as weapon. So AI, I will touch some of the AI power phishing, AI, so it fix everything. Semua, so sekarang ni semua hantar gambar raya with AI. So I gemuk jadi kurus, I tak handsome jadi handsome, I hitam jadi putih dan sebagainya. So those deep fakes now publicly accessible. Just use Gemini. Okay. So I tak ada janggut, boleh ada janggut. So I gemuk, kata please edit my picture. Don't put my belly besar sangat. So just edit, okay, make sure that my perut is kecil, then dah siap.
People can catfish nowadays, sir.
Sorry?
People can catfish nowadays.
So just apa, bukan acknowledge, I mean just be with it, with that technologies. Because yelah, nanti kita tak tahu zaman depan apa pula berlaku. Maybe one day raya dah bukan raya macam sekarang. We just send our our bots ke, our AI like me ke yang hantar ke raya. Because now money also is crypto money, cryptocurrency money. So everything is on the net right now. There is no human touch. Quantum computing, please learn about quantum computing. I believe your lecturers, Zaid and friends, they are very knowledgeable. Please ask them about crypto, quantum computing, because now we are looking at the super computing. So those algorithm of encryption is no longer reliable. I mean, encryption takes you, for example, RSA. You can break the algorithm within hours with the quantum computing. Okay, just Google for Google quantum computing. They already decrypt those encryption algorithm within half an hour. They can actually understand the algorithm, decrypt it, and extract your data. It's very dangerous, man. But in Malaysia, we also have our agency cryptography. They are developed. I think last time we had one session with Doctor, I forgot his name, my friend. He came to Asasi and talking about, I guess he will talk about encryption because he's one of the members of agency cryptography in Malaysia. Okay. So we have 4 minutes left. Okay. I think I will skip this one. So yeah, please learn. But you're still in Asasi and you have your different parts of IT. So maybe this talk will expose to you on cyber electromagnetics, cyber warfare, okay, cybersecurity, those term jargon for you. But one day you need to learn those terms lah, just to make sure that you are aware of the attacks and always vigilant on those technology because you are using smartphones, kan, social media, those Gemini, ChatGPTs to create yourself. But please read and read. Please do some research so that you don't fall under the wrong place lah. Okay, especially on your banking system. Okay, your IT usage. Please understand those technologies. Not much. Not by taking those professional certs, but try to read the concept, okay, so that you will understand those threats. Okay. Key takeaway: EM waves. So this one is summarized everything. EM waves are the invisible backbone of all modern communication and warfare. Right now, service is no longer optional. Yes, it's not optional, guys. Whether you are law students, art students, you need to understand what is cybersecurity. It's not about attacks.
So I have like important question to ask.
Yes, please, Siti Nambadiha.
Because like I joined this memang I nak tahu pasal the knowledge of the device. I have like genuine question like is VPN like a safe and like the recommendation for all of us to use? Is there like more apps we can use to like protect the device, you know, from all sorts of like malwares, macam Trojan or like whatever people that may hack into our phone or even like viruses? Please do tell me like some suggestions and also some tips.
Okay, Madiha. First, please search about vigilance. In cybersecurity, we have to be very vigilant. And number one. Number two, whenever you're browsing to any website, any sites, please remember, don't just simply click everything. Click, and then you get trapped. Sometimes the clicking is actually agreeing upon something, which, for example, I will extract your data and then just click yes. So the clicking means something. Please read everything and don't go to the the font size or the advertisement, okay? Because it's spyware lah. It's called spyware lah. Number two. Number three, if you can, please invest. Please invest something on the internet security lah. For example, please subscribe to the antivirus. For example, bukan antivirus, ada panggil anti-malware on your phones, on your laptops. Don't rely to your existing Windows Defender punya protection lah. Please buy some protection. It's just cost you 50 ringgit per year. It can protect you from the malwares, from your phones, from your device, 3 to 4 devices, depending on the package lah. Okay. And last one, you are talking about VPN, right? VPN is actually, so let's say kita pergi, okay, kalau you pergi travel to, for example, China kan, lagu tu, masa tu bukan lagu, sedap lagu tu, lagu zaman saya tu. So, so if you go to China, for example, China, dia akan block semua Google punya products to access, including Facebook, okay? Because they are paranoid for those USB products, okay? So to get to the Facebook, accessing Facebook from China, you need to have the VPN, because VPN will reroute your traffic from China to other countries, so you can access the site lah. And also VPN used to protect your browsing ataupun your internet punya history, so that people don't actually intercept your traffic. So that is why people, when they are not too paranoid lah for internet security, they have to have the VPN lah. But I use term paranoid lah because me myself, I did not use VPN like traffic internet security lah. I just vigilant on all sites that I browsing, and make sure my laptops and my device is protected by anti-malware. So inshallah you will be safe, Maliha. But the most important thing, the last defense firewall, the biggest firewall is actually yourself. You are the firewall of ourselves. Just remember that. Okay. Hopes you answer your question, Maliha. If not, you can PM me later lah if you want other tips as well based on your situation or scenario. Okay.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
sir, because this is not only for me, but
Yes.
this applies to like everyone
Yes,
also,
everyone.
which is why I asked this. Like we have everyone here.
True, very true, Madia. Thank you so much for the questions. Okay. Okay, those are the key takeaways. As student today's number 6, you'll be the engineers, not engineer analyst. Maybe later you become a hackers. Not like me. No, I'm not a hacker lah. I'm more towards. I mean, I can say I'm the white hat hacker because I love to browse and then I look for the vulnerabilities and then I report. You can turn into money tau. Okay, with those activities. Okay. So future track AI quantum computing. Okay, please aware of those terms. Okay, so that's all. The best weapon, macam I cakap dekat Madiha tadi, the best weapon is a mind that understands the weapon. Okay, from Anonymous, the best weapon is a mind that understands weapon. With that, I think that's all from me. We are late, 2 minutes late from the dedicated time yang given to me. But thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for questioning me. Kalau ada yang I tak jawab, tertinggal, then please later PM me. Okay, so you can find me. Maybe I'll share my contact numbers. Oh, I ada satu. So this is my contact number. You can, please don't spam me. You can ask me. This is my phone number, 0746459666. And then you can find me at LinkedIn. Don't add me dekat Facebook because my Facebook is mengarut. You can find me in LinkedIn. It's more professional. You can find me Tajul Razak at LinkedIn. And then there's my phone number. So if you want to email me, you can email me here. Tajul at AceTeam Networks. Okay. So thank you so much. Shukran. Tak tahu macam bunyi Chinese ni. So I just close this session with this picture, the radar evasion from MH370. Okay. So how the MH370 they disappear from the radar because they are flying lower than the radar detection. And then the transponder off. So kapal tu berakhir di Lautan Hindi. Until today we cannot find any. Kita ada dia punya tu debris, but there is no further punya information about MH370. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Over
sir.
to you. Okay, Nazmi.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you to Sir Tajul Azhar for the fruitful and insightful sharing in regards of today's topic. I believe like we have all learned a lot of new things today because even for me, I expected to have like a computer science class, but in fact, we actually learned a lot about international law and also like how to, the how do we like expect the future of the conflict that's going on in US and Iran and all that. We learn a lot, not only in the topic of cybersecurity and electromagnetism, but also in in general about the legal and global conflicts that's happening today. However, all good things must come to an end, and unfortunately, this program has now come to its end. However, once again, I want to thank everyone for participating and gracing our program with your presence. And we, on behalf of the committees, truly appreciate your presence and your attendance for tonight. Especially special thanks to Sir Tajul Azhar for giving the amazing presentation and fully knowledgeable presentation on his behalf. And on behalf of the organizing committees, I would like to apologize if we have made any mistakes or any shortcomings throughout the duration of this program. And with that, I end my duty for today's program with Wabillahi Taufiq wa Hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. However, before we end for today, please make sure that everyone has scanned the QR code on the screen that will be shown that is shown on screen for the attendance and feedback. And I would also like to invite everyone to turn on your camera for a photography session, as it will be posted on the social media. So please, everyone, do turn your cameras on, because it will be for your own attendance as well. And of course, everyone would like their co-curricular marks as well, I'm sure. So please do turn on your cameras as a proof of attendance. We will begin the photography session shortly. As soon as a majority of the people have turned on their cameras, I believe we can take the picture. Hopefully you can show your faces, everyone. I will try my best to take a picture of everyone. There are 143 people in this conference. Yeah, it's rather difficult to take care of, to take a picture of everyone. However, I will try my best. Tentu. Okay. Sebentar ya. Can everyone turn on their cameras, please? We will begin the photography session shortly. I hope everyone is ready. Okay. Sekejap ya. I will set up this first so that we can see properly. Wait. Okay, I think we can take the picture now. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think we have the picture. Yeah. I think we can take another one. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed the session today and got and was able to scan the QR code for the attendance. All the best for everyone and have a good night. Thank you very much for joining
Thank you so
tonight's
much.
session.
Okay, Assalamualaikum.
Thank you
Bye.
also, sir. Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Tajul.
No problem, Dr. Zaid.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Sir Tajul.
Thank you, Dr. Thank you, Dr. Habibah.
Okay, sama-sama. Okay, thank you so much, Nazmi, as a moderator.
Yes. I apologize.